Bradley Pinion set to go. Boy, no shortage of intrigue in this one. And the Bucs and the Chiefs are underway from Kansas City.
And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
You think back, Charles, a year ago to Super Bowl 55, we were out in Tampa, and this Chiefs offense just never could get
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his second in Tampa Bay.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Throwing now is Brady.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, CD, you get these two teams together and you get them each at full strength, and you know you're going to see some passing. We expect to see the ball in the air a lot as this game goes on.
Yeah, they were number 1 and number 2 in the NFL in passing yards last season. Kansas City 1, Tampa Bay 2, which means both defenses, hope they got their rest, because going against these offenses, throwing the ball around and spreading the field, you're going to do a lot of running trying to cover.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. To throw is Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Brady.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down. Now for these Bucs, Charles, 31-9, they were winners the last time these two teams met back in February. And what kind of chances do you give them of going back-to-back? You know, it hasn't been done since the Super Bowls in 2004 and 2005.
But when you analyze this team, you start with the front office. It's the same GM. The head coach and his staff essentially the same. They brought...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Good play there by Frank Clark. Only 6 sacks in 2020, the fewest since his rookie year of 2015. But don't let that small number fool you. Provides consistent pressure against quarterbacks. A Pro Bowler the last 2 seasons.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time.
And while I don't equate starting record as a quarterback to pitchers in baseball, it still gives us a great baseline. And Patrick Mahomes, 38-8 as a starting quarterback for Kansas City in the regular season. Throw in 6-2 in the playoffs, including a Super Bowl 54 victory. You've got one of the best ones in the game. And if you're a Kansas City fan, how excited are you? He signed through 2031. He will be your quarterback for a long time.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Now it's Mahomes again.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
But, Charles, you think about these two teams, and think about how long it's been since we've had the same two teams play in the Super Bowl back-to-back years. You have to go back to the Cowboys and Bills almost 30 years ago in the 90s. That's the old...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And this is reminiscent, Charles, of what we saw back in February. The Buccaneer pass rush creating problems for Mahomes.
And you think about how often he was on the run in that game. All the yards that he used up trying to get away from people. If he could have just gone downfield, he probably would have had 200 yards rushing in that game. They did sack him 3 times, forced him into 2 interceptions. The pressure was relentless. This is a really tough unit to move the ball against.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. To return is Jadon Mickens. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, this Bucs defense, you remember, pretty stout last year, the number 6 overall unit in the NFL.
And I think that as the season wore on, and you pointed this out to me as well, you start to see some of their rookies begin to figure things out. And they played a little more like a top 2 or 3 defense down the stretch. And I would say that in the playoffs and through the Super Bowl, they were truly the best defense in the NFL.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, what a move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That catch good for only a couple.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Butker's kick here is good. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
All quarterbacks are better when they have clean pockets to throw from, but you give one to Tom Brady, he'll decimate a defense. A really nice job there by his offensive line, giving him the protection to survey the field and make a nice, accurate throw.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Rifles one, complete into the hands of Gronkowski. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Jones.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will, because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. And he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mahomes to throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. The return is Mickens. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. One final try now for Brady. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. But they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a